This might be the look when you open Final Cut Pro for the first time. If you look at the sidebar, there is one structure which is called Untitled One, and you can expand it, and underneath of this Untitled One there are two folders. So what are they? Let us learn these folder structure first, because this is the folder structure that you're going to use for any project. So the first folder, Untitled One, this is called Library in FCP, and this is the parent directory for any project. Underneath of Library you have two folders. These are called events in FCP. So the first one, the root one, that is called Library, and the subfolders are called events. So just remember that, Library and events. So now let us see what exactly is the difference between libraries and events. Imagine you're going to work on a construction project of your friend. He asked you to create a movie out of this. So you want to label this project as construction. So what you do now, say for example, you're going to create a folder here. I'm going to create a folder construction, and I'm going to open it. I'm going to create three subfolders. So the first one is going to be foundation, and second one is going to be structure, and the third folder I'm going to create is going to be roofing. So these are preliminary structure for any building. So your main parent directory is going to be construction. Inside that there are three subfolders with the name foundation, second is structure, and third is roofing. And you wanted to create the same folder structure in FCP. In FCP we can create the same structure here. Either you can rename this library as construction, or you can go ahead and create a new library also. Click on File, New, and then Library. I'm going to name this as construction, and it's asking you where you want to keep it. The default location given is movies. You can create in any of these folders too. For time being, let's create it in movies and click on Save. So now you can see there is a new library created with two folders, and there is one more library here, Untitled One, which was created when you opened Final Cut Pro. So there are two libraries now. Okay, now what you wanted to do is you wanted to create these three subfolders. So let's do that in FCP. So what you can do is, there are two subfolders already created. These are called events. So you can either rename one event from here. You just need to click on this date stamp, and then I'm going to name this as number 1, and then I'm going to name this as foundation. And if you wanted to create the second folder, another method I'm going to show you. Click on File, New, and you have event. So I'm going to create second event. I'm going to name this as structure, and again it's asking you which library you wanted to create this event. There are two libraries. One is construction that we have created, and this is the default library that was created when you opened Final Cut Pro for the first time. So we want this to be in construction. So let's say OK. And you want to create one more, which I'm going to do by keyboard shortcut. What's a keyboard shortcut for creating an event? You can see here, Option N. So let's do that. Press Option N. I'm going to create the third event as roofing. I want this to be in construction. Okay, these are the three events that we have created. There is one more event that was created automatically, which we will study later, but we have created three events manually. One, we have renamed it. Second, we have created through File, and third, we have created through keyboard shortcut Option N. I hope now you have got a basic idea of the structure. Construction is the parent directory. We have library named construction, and underneath that there are three subfolders. In FCP we have three events. Now what you can do is you can import any of your videos or images related to this event by clicking on this import media button, which we will look later. Now another point, library is denoted by 4 stars. If you look closely at event, this is denoted by a single star. And please note that you can create multiple events in one library.